Hello 11th class. This is your chapter 11 list manipulation lecture number 4. In this class we will learn working with list, making true copy of list functions and methods. So working with list, you have three ways in working with list, that is appending elements to a list, updating elements to a list and deleting elements from a list. So the first one is appending elements to a list. In appending means we can add elements to an existing sequence. It means you have a list must. If you have if you have already a list, then you can add any element in it. So this is your append method. In this you can add only a single item at the end of the list. For example, you can see here in this the list 1 has 10, 12, 14, and if you want to add one more element 16, then you have to use the append method. So list 1 dot append 16. So it will append this 16 at the end after the 14. Okay. Now next is updating elements to a list. Updating means to update or change an element of the list in place. Means already in a list an element is there and you want to change that element with the new one. Okay, so that you have to know the index of that element. For example, list 1, 10, 12, 14, 16. You want to replace 14 with 24. Then it will give the answer. So it will 0, 1, 2. So 14 will replace by 24. So it will give you the answer 24. Okay. Now next, deleting elements from the list. So in this you can remove element from a list. So that you have to use the del keyword. So the del statement can be used to remove an individual item or to remove all items identified by a slice. So here this delete will work with a single index or with string list slicing also. So here the list is this. So total 9 elements are there. If you want to delete the list 8, means at the index 8. Index 8 is at 9. So it will give you the result this way. Okay. So all the 8 elements are there and at the 8th index, the value 9, it will be deleted. Next is deleting elements from a list. Now there is another method, that is pop method is there. By this way you can also delete the element. So in this also we can remove the element. So this will work only a single element, not the list slices. So this pop method removes an individual item and returns it. Okay, so whatever value you are removing, so that value should be returned by the pop method. But in del keyword, you are not able to see the value, that what value is written by this del. So the pop method is usually useful only when you want to store the element being deleting or later use. Okay, if you want to use this method, so this method has advantage that whatever value you have deleted, it will be used, you can use that value by later on. Okay, it is not deleting the object from the memory. Making true copy of a list. So in this way, in this you will learn how to copy a list. So sometimes we need to make a copy of a list and we generally do this by assigning this A is equal to this, B is equal to A, so that all the elements of A will be copied in B. But this will not make to a duplicate list of A. Rather, just like Python does it, will make B to point to where A is pointing. That is, both will refer to the same memory address. It means B is nothing but the alias of A, means the same name of A. So if you want to access the element of at second, you want to change the element of 2 at second, that is 100. So it will be replaced in A as well as in B also. Okay, so it means B is the just the duplicate of A. Any changes in A, that will reflect in B also. Okay. So now the solution of this is, but if we don't want copy like this and we want to modify each list separately, then we have to use the list. To create a copy of list, and both can be modified without affecting other. So here you have to use this A, and for copying you have to use this list A. Okay, now A2 is equal to 100. Now this will change, and if you want to access B, so B will give you the list A only. Okay, because you are changing in A, not in B. Now list function and methods. So this Python provides many built-in function and methods for the list manipulation. The syntax is this: you have to write first list object name dot function name. Okay, so there are many list functions. This is the list of your function. Now I'm going to explain each one by one. The first one is the index method. So this function is used to get the index of first matched item from the list. It returns index value of item to search. You can see the example. So this index will give you the index of particular list item. If you want to search for the index 20, then it will give you 1. Okay. Note, if we pass any element which is not in the list, then index function will return the error. For example, you want to search for 100, then it will give you the error. Append method. Append method we already worked with. So this is the method that is used to add item at the end of the list. So this is the list in which you want to add a string Tommy. So it will add this at the end. Okay. And this append function will add the new item but not return any value. Okay. It will not return any value. For example, you can see in this L1 is equal to this, and L2 is a new list in which you are appending the element in L1. But in L2 it is not showing, because this way you cannot create. You cannot append the element in L2. Okay. So this is showing the empty list because it will not store any item of L1. Okay, but L1 has append the value 40. That's why it will give you this list. Extend method. So this method is also used for adding multiple items, but the difference is it with extend we can add only list to any list. In this we add just list only. For example, subject 1 is this, subject 2 is this. Now subject 1 dot extend subject 2. So this subject 2 is a list. So now the list subject 2 will get subject 1 will extend by these two values. Okay, same way the subject 1 will add the content of subject 2 in it without affecting subject 2. Like this append extend, that does it also does not return any value. Same way the subject 3, now subject 1 dot extend subject 2, and when you print the subject 3, then it will give you the empty, because by this way it will not work. Now difference between append and extend. So append allows to add only one item to a list, and extend can add only the list, multiple item to a list. Now M1 is a list, M2 is a list, M1 dot append 5. So it will append 5 at the list, in the list of M1, but at the end. M1 dot append 6, 10, 7. It will not it will give you error because at a time only one item can be added. So if you will write M1 dot append in the list form, then it will add it, but as a list only. Okay, and if you calculate the list length of M1, it will give you 6. Now see the extend function. This is your list. M2 is equal to 100 and 200. Now M2 dot extend 300. So it will give you error because this extend add the element those who are in list, but this 300 is not in the list, so that you have to use this square brackets. Okay, now see, now this M2 dot extend, this is a list now, so it will add these elements, and when you check their length, then it will give you the 4. Next is the insert method. So this function is used to add elements to list like append and extend. So however, both append and extend insert the element at the end of the list, but insert allow us to add new elements anywhere in the list, that is at position of our choice. Okay, so this insert method, in insert method you have to give two arguments, that is first is the position and second is the item. so that the value is get inserted at particular position. You can see this is the list 1, and if you want to add the element at third index with 35, so this third 0 1 2 3, so it will add the element at this position. So 40 will get placed by one space and 35 will be inserted. Remove method. So like pop method is used to remove element whose position is given. But what if you know the value to be removed, but you don't know its index or position in the list? So the answer is remove. So it removes the first occurrence of given item from the list. So whatever value you want to delete it, you have to give the value. Okay. Now see, suppose this is your list L1 1 3 7 9 11 3 9. You want to remove third. So this third will remove, the first three will be removed. Okay, you can see this is at first position. So this 3 will be removed in the list, and there is another 3 that is here. It will not be affected because it remove only the first occurrence of the particular item. Now clear method. So this function removes all list item from the list and the list becomes the empty list. Okay. So it will delete all the elements, but it will not delete the list. So here you can see this is a list and you have to use a clear function so that all the elements of this L1 will get deleted and it will give you the empty list. Okay. Next is count method. So it will count the particular element and how many times is this repeated. So this is the list in which you want to count 20. So it will give you the value 2, 40, 1, 11, 0. Okay. Reverse method. So this function reverse the items in the list. This is done in place, that is it will not create a new list. So this will is just reverse the element of the list. Now this is the list, you have to use a reverse function, so it will just give you the reverse value of that particular list. Okay, now by this way L2 is this, L3 is equal to L2 dot reverse this, so it will not work. Okay, so L3 will give you the empty value. Now the sort method. So sort method will arrange the values in descending or ascending order by default. For example, this list is this and you have to use a sort method, so it will just sort all the elements in ascending order. In string also it will sort the element in ascending order. For descending order you have to use the reverse is equal to true, so that the element will be arranged in descending order. So now your homework is you have to revise your classwork and you have to make notes. And for the practical part of this function, in the next class you will see the practical. So thank you and have a nice